Hi, I'll try to make this video short, but since a United Nations career is very long, well, there's a lot of stuff to say. The most important thing, like anything, is to start, like put a foot in the door. Okay, so basically a journey start with one step. It's basically that, what this is, okay? So let's start your career in the by just you start slow and you go high, right? You have 30 years to go, so don't worry, you're not going to start at the director level. You can, if you've been, let's say, vice president of another corporation somewhere, or you've been in the government sector for all your life and you've been high up in the government, then there's a good chance you might be able to, from public sector to UN, to get a high paying job and get a higher ranking job. I know someone that's done that. Good friend of mine was in the private sector in finance, and now he's the chief of finance of a UN agency. Okay, that's possible, but this is rare. Now, let's assume we're starting at the beginning. Well, you could start with an internship, okay? That's one thing you could do. If you don't want to start, so you could go here. This is my website, by the way, and I'm going to use my website because I specifically tailor-made this website for that. The website is 100% nonprofit. You won't even see a banner on it, okay? I hate banners. All right. So here it is. Okay, so you can go, let's say, with internship. So you can go intern. Right now there's 13. That's not much, all right? So that's very little actually, and especially that it might be in branches that you don't know. Like basically, if you're not a lawyer, well, forget the intern here. Sorry for my email that kicks on the side here. All right, so that's it basically. If not, you could go second route if you don't want to start with internship, because internship are not paid. So second route, if you want to get paid right away and start, understand the hardship level system. Now the hardship level system at the UN is this. Okay, H is headquarters. So basically H would be located in New York, Geneva, Montreal, places like this. Okay, The Hague, let's say in Amsterdam, and the Hague's in The Hague, obviously in the Netherlands. So these are developed nations, they're industrialized nations. Most of them are peaceful nations. So you want to go work there because it's nicer, it's easier. But the problem is that sometimes you'll get 20,000 job application for one simple post. So it's almost impossible to get there. All right. So this is H. Then you can go down. Okay. A would be something like the Philippines, maybe some other countries like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. They're not hardship places in a sense. Well, they're hard. It's not easy. I lived in Philippines. It's not easy, but it's not like it's in Montreal. But it's not Beirut. It's not Syria. You're not in Iraq. Okay, I lived there too, so I can tell you that. Now B, C, D is becoming, D is tough. Okay, so let's say C would be Lebanon, something like that. B might be I don't know, some African countries which are not at war. And then we go for D, which is very tough. Okay, if we go click on D just for fun. Whoops, that's because I had intern. Let me unclick intern, and then we'll be able to show all these career. Okay, there we go. So where is this? Well, this would be Zimbabwe, Liberia, Haiti. Okay, so this is a bit tougher. Pakistan, tough. Okay, so but there's a lot of jobs, but there's nobody applying for those jobs, or virtually nobody. So it's gonna be easier. There's still things to understand and know, but still. And E, this is what they call family excluded zone. So basically you cannot bring your family there, it's too dangerous, okay? And you can see right away we're talking about South Sudan, we're talking about Afghanistan, Syria right now, which is at war, and the DRC. Congo, so these are kind of places that nobody wants to go normally. They're contracts, or they could be 1 year, they could be 2 years. However, you could start there if you're willing for a year or two. Okay, you could start there, and then after that you have your foot in the door, and then you can climb up. Okay, don't try to start in an H location at the beginning. The chances you get in, if you don't have any UN experience, is extremely difficult. But this is one way to go. Another way is this. Okay, by trend. Let's say WHO, for example. Well, WHO has a lot of stuff about Ebola outbreak. Okay, the outbreak in Ebola is huge, and then after that you have like tons of jobs related to it. So technician, and you don't have to be a doctor for this. Okay, let's say they open a new facility in Liberia to try to cure Ebola. Well, the truth is they'll need security guard, they'll need maintenance personnel, they need IT, they'll need finance, accounting, whatever. So you could start a career at the UN as an accountant, thanks to the Ebola virus, and you start in Africa. So then you have multiple, well, quote unquote, easy entry in the UN as an accountant. You're still doing humanitarian jobs, you're still doing, a great career, and you start your career there, and then you climb up, and then when you have like 5 years, 10 years of experience, then you can move to, let's say, the headquarters in New York, or depending on which organization you're working for, you can go somewhere else. So that's basically what it is, and this is how I would say you could start, like your UN careers. And what the UN careers are is basically, let's just quickly list the UN careers. See, that would be human resource, conference services in languages. Okay, conference services, basically just handling people coming for, on travels and stuff. Then you have travel, logistics, you have finance, accounting, so forth, health, education, IT, information management, you have justice, legal, and you have security, safety, and so forth, public work. And you have a lot of other career related to the UN. So, human rights, civil affairs, so forth. So there's a lot, almost every single job in the public is also a job in the UN. So this is how you can get in. So I hope that was helpful. And, well, if you really want to start a career in the UN, well, the best way, go to my website, United Nations jobs or United Nations vacancies.com. I have multiple domains that leads to the same place. They're all listed in the description below, or you can go to our Facebook page. Thank you. Well, I hope the video was informative for you. If you need any more information, you can go to our website, UnitedNationsVacancies.com. All 26 UN agencies jobs are posted there, so you'll be able to find everything. You won't have to go and search from site to site. The links in the description below. It's going to be easy there. And I also post a major post and the thing that I think you can get a foot in the door easy on my Facebook page or Twitter channel. And again, I publish a lot of videos and books on how to get a job in the UN, how to pass the interviews, how to get shortlisted, how to manage to basically get a foot in the door so you can start your career. And all those are like the UN, they're for a non-profit. So if you want to have access to any of those videos, just go on my website. Thank you.